Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's Monday morning and we are going to get back into harvest today. So I got the Salford out of here, bush hog out of the way. So just checked the oil in combine and we were ready to go. So we'll back this thing out, put some fuel in it, and then I got to get the head hooked up because we're working right here at the barn today. We're going to finish this field and then we'll decide where we got to move from there. But get this ladder put up, back out, get the fuel, and then grease anything that needs to be greased, blow out the air filters. I could stay busy for an hour doing that, but we'll do as much as we can here and then we'll try to get started. All right, we got the combine greased, fueled, and it's ready to go. I just got to get the head picked up. I got to move the grain cart to do that, so I'm going to go ahead and move it, get it set up so I can start running into it, and we'll get the other grain cart out and we'll get the door shut on the barn because it's going to get dusty, and we'll get rolling here. I just got to shoot some grease on the snapping rolls of the corn head and then it should be ready to go. Okay, we've got everything ready to go and we're going to go jump in this field right here. Okay, we've been rolling a little bit. We got the big cart full and need to get out here and see what kind of job we're doing because I've kind of bumped up the speed a little bit because this corn is about 17 or 18%. So I can bump up the header speed, and that means I can bump up to about 5 miles an hour. Making good corn here, so we're really pushing it through the machine. So we got a kernel there. All this nice residue down here. Can't find kernels. There's another one. That's two in a square foot there. We'll go over here to where the standing corn is. We can see what's coming out of the back of the machine and not out of the header. I don't think we'll be getting too much out of the header just because of the corn being 18%. We won't get too much head shell. I'm really not seeing a whole lot coming out here. So my loss monitor, there's one kernel right there. My loss monitor seems to be dialed in pretty good. So I think we're gonna keep rolling and I'll show you how I'm kind of judging my speed in the machine. Okay, something else I want to try to show you. I've got my little pliers tool in my pocket here. That's inches. I've got centimeters on this side, so you can see that there. I've got a nice average sized cob here, so we're gonna put it right there at the end. Puts it at 1. It looks like we're about 2.5 centimeters, which would be 25 millimeters, and I'll show you what we got going inside. Okay, back rolling now. So 25 millimeters is what the average cob size is. So I've got my concave set at 25 millimeters. That's what this reading is here. That is our threshing clearance. So that's how much room there is for that between the concave and the rotor inside the combine. And that's actually what's grinding those kernels off of that cob. So I actually already had it set at 25, but I got out and double checked that and it's right on, so that's great. I am using the Harvest Smart to judge my speed, so I hit that button right there. I have it set on that E button, and this machine is outfitted with the Harvest automation. So it has auto maintain, active terrain adjustment, and it has Harvest Smart. So I can go in here, I can set up a max speed. So my max speed's 5 right now, and then I can set an engine load. I usually run it right there at about 99%. That way it gives me the yellow area as a buffer, and then it keeps it from overloading the machine while letting it drive as fast as it can. So right now we're running about 4.8, so it's backed down a little bit because we're getting up there close to that 90 to 100%. So working really nice here in this field. I can do that whenever I get up into like 18% corn because I can turn up the header speed. We're not shelling off as much, and so I can drive a little bit faster. Okay, well, we're rolling along pretty nicely. We've moved over here to the other side of the waterway, and we've got one grain cart full over there. We got 2 empty trucks there. One we just backed out of the barn. Cody just rolled up a minute ago. It's grain cart's got a full load on it over there, and so we've been kind of bouncing back and forth using both carts. Haven't had to stop much. The truck drivers have been jumping in that cart and coming and grabbing a load off of me while Colton's unloading onto them. And so it's nice having 2 carts so I can stay moving and I don't have to wait. All right, well, I finally got a second permanent cart operator. So Trevor made it home from school, so we'll keep rolling here. We're having trouble getting the tarp open on that one semi up there. It's got the electric tarp, so Colton, his grain cart is full, so he's gonna try to work on that so we can get dumped onto that truck. I think we're just gonna try to get the motor disconnected and put the regular crank back on it, try to get it open, so that way we can keep going here. We're almost finished with this field, and then we've got about 13 acres on the other side of the road that goes with this. So we'll have to grab that, and then we'll be ready to move to a different farm. Okay, unloading the last bit of this field, and we'll jump across there to the other one. There comes Cody, pulling onto the road here. Okay, got this little 13 acres done here across the road. Colton's got to come over here and empty me, and then we'll be ready to get on to the next field. Alright, we've made it to the next farm and getting it opened up a little bit here. I'm just making some room for trucks and stuff to get in. They're going to bring the other grain cart and another truck, and then they'll get the bush hog so we can chop up some of these stalks here, and we'll get started here. We can't go too much tonight, or our wet storage is going to be full for what we have right now, so we won't go too long, but we'll at least fill the trucks we have and fill the grain carts. That way we can get the dryer going first thing again in the morning.
Hey guys, it's Cody here. We are about to get loaded up. Colton's coming with one of the grain carts. Brad is, you can kind of see that small thing of light back there. That's Brad and Trevor. Trevor's going there in the other cart. He's the moving light. We got to run both grain carts here. It's corn's corning. So trying to keep up. Here comes Colton. He should have enough to fill me here, so we'll see. Orders out. Yeah, so he should load me up here. And Brad's still running back here, it looks like. And I got another truck over here, so we should have enough to, and I don't know if anybody's coming back or not, but we are having to dry this corn, so we're held up a little bit there at the farm. We'll see what this corn is, because this is actually the first load out of this field. So we'll get back to the farm here in a minute and see what it is. We got back with the other truck in here. We just pulled it in, and I pulled the white feet here for next in line to come in and unload. This was the truck I just brought from the field. It weighed in at, I don't know what it weighed in at, but the moisture was about 19, so it's a little wet, but it's not the dryer can't handle. Let's see what it actually was. It was 19.4 with a test weight of 61. So I'm not complaining about that. overhead's full, and the dryer's drying. We'll go listen to it roar for a second, go into the other scout house.
Alright, this is some phenomenal corn. Best I've seen all year, I think. So we'll have to see what the field average comes out as. You know, we're just working back and forth here, but we got one pass around the whole thing and almost gonna get two by the time we get our grain carts full. So very pleased with this corn, and we're gonna be trying to keep the dryer going tonight and get everything caught up for in the morning. So plan right now, we'll see how long the dryer is going to run before it's going to be empty. We can come back and get it going again tonight later on, and then first thing in the morning I'll come down here, get a truck and get it back home, and I'll try to get ahead if I can, and so we're not waiting too much tomorrow. So main thing is keeping the dryer going. So it's 20% corn here, which isn't terrible. We can manage that. Once we get over 20%, it gets kind of hard to deal with, but 20% we can move through the dryer at a decent pace. All right, we're kind of getting stuff parked here. I gotta get the combine cleaned off. They're getting grain carts tarped up. Had to kind of get up there and level it off a little bit before they could tarp it. With wet corn, we can't get quite as much on the grain carts, so we have to kind of pack it in to get truckloads. So we've got basically 2 truckloads sitting right there on those grain carts. We got a truckload right there on that truck, and there's like 4 more trucks sitting at home full. And then our overhead bins hold basically 4 trucks, so there's another 4 there, so that's another 4,000 bushel. So we got plenty of wet corn around, so a lot of that will disappear tonight. The dryer will dry through it, and we'll have to kind of see if we can get over tonight and refill it and get it going again. All right, dryer's going. Made it back home here. I think we're about 14 miles south of here where we're working at. Okay, well, me and Cody decided that we had 2 empty trucks and we were going to come back to the field. So we came back and we're dumping the grain carts, and that'll get us way farther ahead than I thought we were going to be in the morning. It's not a view that you get from me very often, running the grain cart. Okay, we're loaded up. We'll get these back to the farm. All right, we just made it back here and unloading the truck that was on the pit. So we're just checking the dryer before we head home. We're running, looks like it's running 21 minutes on heat, 5 minutes on cool, and it takes about 12 minutes, 50 seconds to unload it. So we're cooling. We've got a dual fan on the bin that we're going to, so it can cool it down quite a bit on its own, so we don't cool it too long in the dryer. We do just run batches through our dryer. You could run constant flow, but it just works best for us to run batches through it. Okay, it's about 6:30 next morning and we're back getting the dryer fired back up. So we had the overheads full last night, and we're just got to get the dryer restarted because it ran out of grain in the middle of the night. All right, we're getting this other truck unloaded. Just tested the dryer and it was coming out good. So about empty here. We'll get it pulled up. All right, well, we've made it to the field and both grain carts are rolling. I've got 2 operators today, which is great because we've got some great corn rolling in here. So keep moving through it here. We're waiting on trucks right now because the other grain cart is full. So Cody should be rolling in here any minute, and Nick shouldn't be too far behind him. So actually I see that the blue truck is tarped, so maybe they are here now. So anyways, we got the field opened up, we got the inrows off and everything, made a cut through the middle here, so we're just gonna work back and forth on this. All right, Cody just rolled in here. Colton's up there in the big grain cart, and I got Trevor here with me. This is the advantage of having 2 grain carts, because I would have been sitting here waiting for about 20 minutes for that truck to get here, and now I don't have to wait any at all because Trevor will keep me held down until Colton gets emptied out, and then we can just kind of repeat that process. Well, I haven't checked in for a while, but things have been going good. We've been rolling through here, so we got some more trucks coming in, and Dad brought a truck down, he brought another one, so we were able to catch up a little bit. The grain carts are mainly empty now, so we're able to keep up a little bit. Colton took his seed tender over, and he's running the Salford now with the vertical tillage and the cover crop, so I'm down to 1 grain car driver. But like Cody, he just jumped in the grain cart and loaded up a semi, and so Trevor's running the big cart, and then truck drivers are kind of just jumping in the little cart, coming and picking me up while they can, which is very helpful. Keeps me moving, and can't get anything done unless the combine's moving. So going good. We got about I think looks like 25 acres left to go here, 25 or 30 acres left to go here in this field, and we'll be done. So I don't know if we're gonna have enough room to actually get it done, because everything is full at home, so we're gonna be kind of waiting on the dryer. So we probably won't be able to finish this tonight, but we can at least get close. Okay, well, we got enough trucks back, and we just finished up the field. So I just put the rest of it on the grain cart there. He's gonna unload it, and we're gonna call it a night. It's 8 o'clock, so did pretty good. All right, well, it's Wednesday morning, and we got done in that field last night, so we're gonna move down the road. We've got about 55 acres right down the road here on the other side of the water tower here, so I should be able to make it with the head on. My Dad's up there, he's got the road blocked in case there is anybody. I doubt it, but could be. So get down here, get this opened up a little bit, and get some of our grain carts and trucks over here. All right, we are chipping away here at this field. So there's 55 acres at this farm, but it's split into 2 fields, so there's another field back behind us. So this is the bigger one of the 2. I don't know exactly acres on each one, but this one's a little bit bigger. Corn's doing good. We're just working away on the cut that I made here. We got all the inrows off, so we'll have this one wrapped up pretty soon, and we'll go over across the ditch there and open that one up. We got Hazel riding today. I don't know, she's probably getting tired of riding in the combine. It's been enough days now, but she does pretty good. So Papaw's coming back to unload me so we can keep going. All right, we're back here in the other field, and we've just got a few passes left over there. Trevor's on the road over there. He just got full, and so we just got a few passes left here, and then we'll be ready to move on somewhere else. We are filling this bin here. Overheads up there are full.
dryer's running full steam ahead. Corn's like 18, so a little wet, but not too bad. Dried down pretty quick. Unloading the back hopper here, and we'll be heading back down the south. I didn't video much I don't think I videoed anything yesterday. I was just driving the truck. It's not too fun. But yeah, today is, I want to say Tuesday. Yeah, I think Tuesday. And we're chugging right along with corn harvest here. We're going to see what the weather has to bring here in a couple days. But as of right now, we're doing pretty good.
Well, we got going in this other field. We made it down the road to one of our farms here. It's about 100 acres total here. And then there's a 16-acre piece that we rent that hooks onto it. But everything was going good here for a minute until it wasn't. And you see half of the head has corn in it and half of it doesn't. We've got what I believe to be a bearing out there on the back shaft. Sheared the pin. There's a shear pin right here. Sheared it and stopped everything. So I get unloaded on here and send the truck back, and then we'll kind of dig into this a little bit and get it taken apart. That way we kind of know what we got to have. We may have the bearing we need, I'm not sure, but we'll get it taken apart and see what we need. We did get about 55 acres done today, so didn't have a terrible day, but didn't get quite as much done as I would have liked to.
Hey guys, Cody here. We are combining. Nick's unloading here. We got a good line of trucks here. Or enough to keep Brad going. Cornhead was broke this morning, but they got her all fixed, so we're up and going. Looks like Trevor's taking over the grain cart here. But yeah, we're going. Finally, I guess. And yeah, I don't know if we'll get this done today or not. Actually, we should. There's a back behind here. There's a woods back there, and that's the back part of it we call. We had to sit on the road today, sadly. It's a little dip to get in here. We probably could, but we're not right now because we're keeping up with the truck. So we're just loading on the road and heading out. So we'll see how the day goes.
All right, well, we're back going. It's Thursday here. We worked on that shaft over there, those bearings all day till about 3 o'clock. It's 5:30 now. We're rolling here. We've done 25 acres. This corn is pretty bad through here. There's not a whole lot. Bad stand. It was so wet whenever we planted it. It didn't come up very well. The weeds came through. It's pretty much a mess. We're finally getting up here on top of the hill where it's getting a little bit better. We're getting some corn actually, but luckily this whole farm is not like this. We've got that field over there across the ditch. It's in good shape, and then on the other side of the woods over there, there's some more, and that's about 40 acres back there. And it was actually planted on a different day. It was planted earlier, so it should be in good shape. So this is some of the worst of it this year, but we'll get through it and move on. Looking like rain coming in here tonight, so we're gonna have to get everything ready for that.
light comes on and we're good to pull through. The scales is ready for us. But yeah, Brad's I think he's either finishing up or quitting here. We got another truck or two coming in behind me, and corn is, I think the corn's like my load was 18, so it's having to go into the overhead here. We're going in the east. West flight is full, and then the east is not full yet. But when it is full, freaking horn here will blow and scare the crap out of you. Every single time, it'll scare the crap out of you. But yeah, that's how we know it's full. So we're gonna finish up. Oh my gosh, there it was right there. Oh my goodness. What good timing. Oh, jeez. But yeah, east is full now. So we're gonna wait a second. Dryer's unloading. So once it gets unloaded, we can dump in the west and finish our load off. And I'm gonna catch my heart.
All right, there's Colton working. We just got the combine put away. We didn't quite finish the field, but we put it away. We probably got about 20 acres left in the field. Colton needed some more fuel in his tank, so we brought it over here. It's supposed to come raining in the morning, but not really sure if it may miss us. I don't know. All right, well, we're back. It's been an odd day. It's about 2:30, and kind of just been waiting around all day because it was supposed to rain today, and then it came through and looked like it really wasn't going to do much of anything. So we were planning on going first thing this morning, and then it started raining. We weren't really sure what to do, and then everything kind of passed through, and so we're going to get started back up here again, and it'll probably start raining now, but we got about 20 acres here where we're at, and so we'd like to get this done. That way we're kind of done here, and then we can kind of move to whatever field we want to next. All right, we are closing in on getting this field done. It's been giving me some fits. The plants are just damp because it rained, and it's just giving a lot of trouble because it's wanting to plug up my head. And this hybrid is really leafy, and it makes it difficult, especially whenever it's wet, to harvest it. A lot of times we get a lot of fluff with this one, and it's just difficult to harvest. It's a good hybrid, and I've had it for quite a while. It always performs well, but it's just one that's kind of more difficult to harvest, and especially today, it's been plugging up the auger, and I've had to get out there and unclog it and back it up and stuff. It's just been a little bit difficult doing it, but anyways, we're about to get through it, and the next field has the same variety, but I don't know if we're gonna go because it looks like it's gonna rain again here, and it's already 5:40, so we may get done with this, pack it up, and go to the barn. The barn is just about a mile that way. The next field is probably 2 miles that way, maybe a little bit farther, I don't know. But anyway, so I think we may just pack it up and go to the barn and restart tomorrow. Okay, well, kind of change things up a little bit as they have all day, and now it's going to rain. I've got one more pass down after I turn around. I doubt that I'm gonna make it to the barn before the rain, but I'm going to try my hardest. So we will see what happens. Well, we got done. We've got our tops folded down on the combine, and it's sprinkling. So we're gonna try to get this head off and get to the barn. And I'm not sure that my combine has ever seen that much rain, ever. So it's a disaster. I mean, all the time that I take to keep it clean, and then one shower comes through that wasn't supposed to be coming through, ruins that. And then the grain cart, they were on the road whenever we were coming back, so it's completely full of water. So that's gonna be a mess to deal with. So we got the field done though, at least. So that's, I guess, what matters, but we'll see what it brings tomorrow. It hasn't rained that hard in a very long time. It was a really hard rain, and it made a mess of everything.
Hey guys, it's Cody here. We are fueling the 9330 in the big cart. Brad's doing something in here. We'll just go see what everybody's doing. Annoy them a little bit. I don't hear anybody yet. Oh, there they are. They're sitting here. I guess waiting on me. But combine's about ready, I think. And then we will be heading to the field. It's a little wet out here. It's not too bad though. It's kind of wet. But it should run today, hopefully. We'll see. Try to get this little 40 done and park them for the night because it's gonna rain. But if we can get something done, that'll be all we need. They're heading out. Chris is in there. Brad's in here. We'll see if we can't get away. Nope, none. What a prick. I don't know what Chris, oh, here she goes. But yeah, they're out of here. I got a semi there across the barn, and I'm gonna take it down there to them in a second. There's one down there already. So I'm gonna let them get the field opened up, and then I'll head down there. So I guess I'll clean up here or do something.
All right, Saturday, I think Cody was videoing a little bit. Earlier, we were getting everything moved over here to the field, about 40 acres. We're kind of over west of where the building is, so try to get this knocked out today. It's about 5 o'clock. We're getting down to the last few acres here, and it's making pretty good for this farm. It's pretty rolling. Okay, we got it finished up here. Made pretty good for this field. There's a lot of roll to this one, and so the hills don't make quite as much, but did pretty good overall. So we're gonna get everything kind of moved back to the barn here. It's already 5:30, so it's getting dark, and we'll call it a night here. We got the head off and got the combine cleaned off, and we're ready to head over to the shed. Cody's unloading the last of what was on the grain cart, and we'll be heading out of here. Looks like some more rain coming in tonight. So it's supposed to get down to like 25 or something tomorrow morning, and it's like 60 right now. And there's chances for like snow on Monday, so weather is not turning very great here, but I think by the middle of next week, I think it's supposed to be a little bit better, so be able to get finished up. But I think we got about probably more like 250 acres left to go on corn there, so then we'll be completely finished with harvest 2025. So I'll have to figure out exactly what the acres are, but I think it's around 250. So there's Cody unloading the grain cart over there. But wait for him and get headed over. Moving stuff around here in the shed. We got the combine parked. Putting this seed tender over here. We're gonna back the corn head in.